In terms of burnout, we've got to look at the recovery process that can also take a while. It has taken some time to get to burnout, obviously, so we'll have to consider a few things when we try to heal. One thing that's really important is that you leave the house every day. Sometimes we can get so exhausted and we have like serious symptoms that we feel like we just want to stay home if you don't go to work. So what you need plenty of rest, of course. It's also important to keep in touch with people and just get outside. Even if you just go for a walk every day, that can help improve your outlook. You might manage light exercise, which can also beat depression and anxiety, like just going for a swim or for a walk. Diet is also really important, and I guess everyone says that, but it is actually really true. It is difficult to shop and prepare meals when you're exhausted, that's for sure. But eating a poor diet and potentially also drinking alcohol is really a recipe for a longer recovery. So we need vitamins and minerals which make us feel better, and it also will help us maintain or build up our immune system. Gut health is also linked to mental health, so eating foods that are good for your gut could also be helpful. And remember, as always, a little sunshine each day for some vitamin D is quite important. Sometimes we also need to take stock of what we value and what our goals are, because burnout can really be life-altering. It is quite an interesting time, and we can use it to assess what changes we could make to our life to improve it. So once you got the capacity to do that, you can sort of reflect on maybe your long working hours and where you might have not been that productive. And then we might have forgotten what we're aiming for in our career, and we feel like we're on a treadmill and we can't get off. So we could decide to spend more time with family and friends rather than putting in long hours at the office. So it's really a time to reflect on and think about what you want in life. Another big point is really be prepared to talk about it. Generally, things are unlikely to change unless we do something about it. So burnout rarely goes away of its own accord. So don't be hesitant to maybe even tell work that you're experiencing burnout or a mental health problem. You might be going on holidays and not want to talk about it or not tell anyone. That's fair enough. You might want to take some leave or reduce your workload to help with the recovery. But then again, your feedback may encourage actually your employer to make changes that could help current and future colleagues. And then, of course, you may also need to rely on your friends and family more than ever now to get through this challenging time. And hopefully you have support in that way. What you also can do is practice positivity and mindfulness. Maybe you are quite cynical and feeling a bit angry at this point in time, but that doesn't mean you need to be like this forever. So it's almost like if we focus on the negative, it will prevail. But when you kind of shift your focus and your attention a little bit to like, okay, what is it that I want my future to look like? What does my life look like without being burnt out? So also hopefully you've got the support and positive people around you who can maintain and help you maintain that positive outlook in life. Mindfulness and meditation, for example, have been proven to help with anxiety, stress, and depression, and are really worth looking into. Talking therapies such as counseling or cognitive behavioral coaching have considerable research proving that they are actually effective. A counselor or a psychologist basically can help you get a perspective of what has happened and help you reflect on what it is that you actually want to do and need to do in order to get better, and also create the life that you want, and that doesn't include the burnout, because we do need to make changes in order to not get in that situation again. And a professional who is not emotionally involved is actually quite helpful, because as much as family and friends want to help you out, sometimes whatever they think you should be doing might not be as helpful as they think it is. So someone objective who's not emotionally involved is actually a very good option. And also they might be helpful to keep you focused on practical patterns and activities that will be helpful to get you through the burnout. And then last but not least, be patient and kind to yourself. As if you're suffering from burnout, one of the most important things you can do is really be patient and kind to yourself, because learning how to deal with burnout, that just takes time, and it can take months before you feel your old self again. So don't be too hard on yourself, because sometimes we feel like, I just need a nap and then I'll feel better. But that is not the case with burnout. You need to rest, and you need to give yourself time, and you need to be kind and gentle with yourself.